Hi and welcome back to our channel. I'm Ocean and we've got Craig, who is today usually in the film but he's behind the camera. Today we have Helena, who is a visually impaired mum. We're going to interview her and see what it's like to be a low vision mum with children. How does it feel to be a low vision mum?
Well, I love being a mum, first of all. Yeah, and actually I think that being a low vision mum is pretty cool, because the kids actually get to learn about their normal. It's about interacting and relating with their low vision mum, and actually I think that there's stuff that they could teach their friends. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did you have any support in the home from family or agencies when your children were born? Because you have two children?
Yeah, they are just turned 9 and 10, and when they were born, got support from family and friends mainly.
Yeah. Okay. When you were on your own, looking after your children, how did you cope with that?
When I was on my own looking after my children, I think pretty well. I think being a new mum, you don't necessarily, it's not your most confident of times anyway.
Yeah.
And I think being on my own with the children, is good in terms of having my own rhythms and doing things, and my own routines, and I know where things are, and so sometimes I find it a weeny bit easier, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I know where things are, and I have my own routines and work from my own rhythms rather than others.
Yeah. Oh, that's also, now that your kids are a bit older, how do you get them to school?
So the kids walk to school. It's about a 15-minute walk for them.
Yeah.
And I think it's actually quite good for them to walk to school.
Yeah.
For fitness and things, so that I know that if they're having a less active period, then I know that they're getting a bit of exercise.
Yeah.
Getting to school.
How about on a rainy day?
Yeah.
On a rainy day, I've taxied them to school.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there hasn't been very many rainy days.
Yeah.
And you bred them tough, so
yeah.
a few raindrops here and there won't hurt
It
them.
won't hurt them, eh?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What's the best thing about being a mum?
I think that it's watching my kids grow up, actually.
Yeah.
And just watching them grow, and also helping to guide their thoughts and their guide their journey and things.
Yeah.
And also to impart some of what I've learned through my life and things. Yeah, and it's hard work being a mum, but it's really rewarding too.
What has been the hardest thing?
I think probably well, I've been used to being Miss Independent.
Yeah.
And I think one of the hardest things for me has been having to have other people who've done things for the kids that I would have liked to have done as a mother.
Yeah,
even driving them to being able to drive them to where they need to go,
yeah.
like to art school activities or to birthday parties or, you know, and that's just something that I'll never experience and never be able to do. Yeah.
What is something that having a child has taught you?
I think modelling what, you know, modelling behaviour that you would like, you know, your children to, you know, show.
Yeah.
Like I have to say, I don't know if I want my kids to be doing some of the things that I did when I was younger.
Fair enough, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So, you know, kind of just modelling that responsible behaviour, you know, and even the bin stringing is pretty much non-existent for me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is all good. That's not something I miss. But I think one of the things that I did miss when I first had the children was I used to like just going into town and hanging out, you know, in town and things.
Yeah. You time.
Yeah. And, you know, and it was quite funny, like, if I needed to go out with the kids, it was like, you were going for a week or something.
Yeah. Pack everything up.
Yeah.
Taking the house.
Yeah, I'll say. Yeah. You know, and also breastfeeding in public as well.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of planning for those times and just sort of, you know, getting over what other people might think about it. Yeah.
What was the most surprising thing you discovered about being a mum?
The most surprising thing. I don't know. Yeah, probably underestimated the kind of the not necessarily having the confidence from day one.
Yeah.
Man, I totally get that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand it, you can't understand it until you get put in those shoes.
Yeah, definitely.
And you get a big surprise, a big wake-up call, like, oh, this is a bit harder than I thought.
Yeah.
Not harder, but like a bit more of a challenge.
Yeah.
I'm up for it, but...
Yeah. And, yeah.
So what would be your advice for someone who is about to have a baby?
I know what I would say.
Well, I think that kind of take it easy and know that there's going to be so much advice. And also, you know, those people who don't necessarily kind of have the faith because you're low vision. You know, and you know, and just know that you're going to be a new mother first and foremost. You know, and the low vision thing is just an added bonus. And and to go with your gut. You know, but overall, I enjoy the ride. I love being with my kids and watching them grow. You know, and also trying to expose them to as many experiences as possible. And I think that, you know, exposing them to lots of experiences, you know, is more about different things rather than everything having to, you know, rather than experiences having to cost money. Even just like, you know, a kind of a picnic outside, just to, you know, give them a different feel of, you know, the inside and the outside, and the feel of being on the grass and, or going for a walk with the kids in the rain.
Yeah.
Because it's a way different feel than
Well, sure
when you're walking on a sunny day. Yeah. And just enjoying those little moments because kids, they live in the moment.
Yeah.
So and I always think now, I think that it's all in the process. It's all in the the act of doing.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to achieving an outcome is good, but I think the process is just as important or more important. Yeah. I mean, I know that some people, they get all tied up with, like, for example, things being a mess or untidy, but that's how children learn. Yeah. So I think that as adults, there are just some things that we need to let go of. Yeah. Sure. I think that my children growing up with me, being low vision, like they're normal. Well, everybody's normal is different, eh? Yeah, and so their normal is different as well. And I just like the fact that because they've grown up with, diversity, that's going to be a value that, they take with them wherever they go.
Yeah, sure.
And actually, I wish that, these sorts of values were ingrained, in children, and it would be great for adults. As adults, we can all rethink what our ideal is.
Yeah. Would you say that your children see you no differently than any other set of, like, children would for a decided parents, or like they don't see you any differently as any other mum or dad, right? Like you're just, their family life is normal to them, so they might go to school and have a mate, and their mum and dad drives them over and drops them off, and they hang out for a while, or they go to their place or whatever, and then their mates come to your place, sort of thing, and so there's no like, just because you've got low vision, their upbringing there is still the same challenges, right? So us as low vision parents still face the same challenges as every other parent. And the kids tend to. Would you say that kids from low vision parents are different, or approach things differently, or are they the same as any of their peers?
So I can speak from kind of what I'm learning at the moment with my two children, and I think that they do just kind of have this real knowing, and also I think that they're a lot more resilient too, which is really awesome, to be able to witness their resilience, and part of that would have be from growing up with a vision impaired mother. Like, for example, I brought my son when he was small in a car capsule. Brought him out of the car in the car capsule. And it was actually someone else brought him out of the car in the car capsule, and they didn't tell me where they put him.
Oh yes.
So he was in the car capsule, and then I actually threw my bag on top of him.
Oh yeah.
Were you ever able to form any friendships with other families and carpool or anything like that? So if parents were taking their children somewhere anyway, were you able to get a lift with the friends you'd made or something like that for the children, or your children to sort of join in with theirs? Or
so of course my situation was a bit different because their dad is able to drive and things, but I did make friends through when I took the kids to Main and Music and took the kids to play centre and to kindy. Like, I got to know the parents and things, and so like, for example, if I needed to, if it was a really rainy day, like people would offer to, take the kids in on their way to, because they're taking their kids in.
Yeah, that's great. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I guess that's what we're kind of going to have to,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say rely on,
Okay,
but the kind of thing we're going to have to kind of be comfortable asking those sort of questions and looking for that sort of contact
just
to sort of make it a bit easier for us.
I think for me what was initial was that, I didn't want to kind of frame it so that it would come across, negatively. So I said, so I don't drive. And and that's quite normal that not everybody drives.
Exactly. There are parents that don't. For all kinds of reasons. And the other thing that the kids used to get such a buzz was like going around on the bus. On the orbiter. Well, Breezy's already a Busset customer, so she's learning that as well.
But and that's one of the things that I was quite conscious about, was to, for me to get out there as a parent as well, because I started forming my, friendships with other parents when I took the kids to Mainly Music and to Play Centre, those two more so. And so I still have, friendships from there.
Which is great, and that's what we're hoping for too.
And one of the things that I'm really conscious about as well is that being in a community where there are a lot of young families, and so the kids are quite well connected in their community as well.
Awesome. I don't know if I've got any other things that are on my mind.
That was awesome to have that little chat with you. I mean, especially for those that are out there that are becoming new mums, whether you're visually impaired, blind, or fully sighted. It's not easy, but it was great having that chat with you. I reckon. And no babies come with manuals, unfortunately. No, they don't.
Yeah.